So, a question that I posed to you today is, can a narcissist actually be healed? What does it even look like? What does that even mean? A lot of times people are wondering, hey, can I fix my narcissist? Can I make my narcissist? And the answer of that is no, you can't do that. You can't force or make anyone to actually get better or to change. And a lot of times people start stepping into this thinking, like, well, maybe I could get my narcissist to heal in a certain way. Maybe I could get them to understand or be more caring or be more loving. And we need to start like just a baseline premise of you need to understand this. First off, that you can't change another person. It's impossible. Like you're not going to change and get another person to become different than what they already are. It has to start in the other person. Now, what I mean by that is you can't force a narcissist to change. Some of you have already tried it. You've tried to stay in the relationship for a long period of time, hoping and praying and thinking maybe this will get better. Maybe it'll change. Maybe he'll actually figure out what's going on. And you've been selling yourself short, thinking like, if I continue to do this, maybe he'll change. Now, once you understand, a lot of narcissists change. A lot of narcissists change what they're doing, change how they're acting, change how they're cheating, change how they're lying. Narcissists change all the time. So the question is, can a narcissist change? Doesn't really apply here because narcissists change all the time. They change to hide and to manipulate and to modify what they're doing to continue to hide. And so, like, you need to understand that a narcissist will continue to change and to morph who they are to be able to hide the truth. So, when we bring up this aspect, can a narcissist heal? Can someone actually work through this and come out the other side different? You need to understand this. No one can heal, grow, develop, transform without a level of honesty, without vulnerability, and without change. Daily putting in the work. Now, some of you are like, "Oh, well, that kind of solves it then. Don't have to worry about that." Exactly. Because if the person you're with is not willing to be honest, then stop waiting around for this person to magically get healed. Now, if he is being honest and eradicating all of the lies in his life and eradicating the lies between himself, he and himself, eradicating lies between him and you, eradicating lies between him and God, yeah, you could see change. You could see growth. You could even see transformation if it continues to happen. You see, it's this piece that doesn't just die off after a couple of minutes. It continues to grow and mature and become something different than what it's been. This is why the narcissist will change all the time. Change isn't what you're looking for. So if you're thinking like, maybe I can get my narcissist to heal, maybe I can get my narcissist to change, that's not what you're looking for. You don't want your narcissist just to change. That's temporary. It's short. It won't actually bring you to the place of having a connected, loving relationship because if he's still not honest with himself, nothing will transform at all. I want you to consider it being like a triangle. If you have a triangle and we're like, hey, here's a triangle right here. Okay. And then we're like, and we're going to change how the triangle looks. And we might change the length of the triangle, the direction of the triangle. We might change the shape of the triangle, but it's still going to have three sides. And we might change this over and over and over again. This is what the narcissist does. They change. They change how they talk. They change how they speak. They change how they interact. They change how they cheat. All these different things, but not transformation. So when we talk through transformation, transformation can only happen with a foundation of truth. This applies to you, and this applies to the narcissist. Transformation can only start and can only happen in your life with a level of truth. Complete, total, honest truth about what's actually going on. So for me, in growing and developing myself, it had to come to a level of complete truth. Of me having truthfulness and honesty with my wife, with my coworkers, with my boss, with all the people around. And you see that even on social media. I'm like, hey, this is my truth. This is what I've been saying. This is what I've been doing. This is how I've been showing up for all of these years. Radical truth of saying, if I show and if I take out all of the shit that's inside and say, here it is, this is my truth, there's a level of honesty that I can start building upon learning how to rewire my thought process. rewire how I think, rewire how I show up to my wife, rewire how I show up to others, rewire the manipulation, rewire the cheating aspect, rewire all these different pieces that I've had to work on piece by piece by piece over the past couple of years to actually learn how to transform how I'm showing up. For instance, now my wife comes to me with a problem. We're able to sit down and talk through it. I'm able to hold space and actually hear her out. I'm not coming over and like being like, well, that's a stupid idea. I'm not demeaning her. I'm not putting her down. We're actually engaging with feelings, with emotions. Like, and I'm able to hold that space where before I never could because didn't care. Like I was too focused on me. I was too focused on what I wanted. The transformation has happened, but it cannot happen without this aspect of honesty and truth. If you're with a narcissist and he's not willing to be honest and truthful, you got nothing. Nothing's going to change. Nothing's going to happen. Nothing is going to transform to the version of the relationship that you actually want. Now, you might be struggling with this as well of like, can you actually heal? Because you've been in this whole aspect, you've been in this like back and forth, this roller coaster, this merry-go-round of emotions with the toxic person. And you're like, I don't even know if I can heal. You can. But the lie you're going to believe from the narcissist and from the toxic person is that you're not good enough, that you can't heal, that no one's going to want you. And it's going to leave you in a place where you're not going to move forward in the healing process. But you have to understand this all rests on the foundation of honesty. You cannot heal if you're not willing to be honest about what he did to you. You can't heal unless you're willing to confront the pain that you're running away from. You can't heal if you continue to gloss over the events that happened in your life to make yourself feel better about now. But as a result, you continue to get triggered by different people that come into your life. And you're like, I thought I dealt with this, but you didn't deal with it. You just buried it. You just pushed it down. You have to hear this. You have to hear the hard-hitting truth when it comes to you and your healing process. You will never heal if you're not honest with yourself. Maybe that's honest with others. Maybe that's honest with you. Maybe that's honest to God. Whatever level of this it might be, until you walk down this road of honesty, nothing will actually change in your life. And so the pattern that you've seen of maybe going from narcissist to narcissist or feeling like you're a narcissist magnet, those are going to continue to happen over and over and over again until we get really honest about what it's cost you, really honest about how it's affecting you, and really honest about what you want to start moving you forward with system and tools to help you get to the place where you can actually say, hey, I'm no longer a narcissist magnet. I no longer even attracted to these people because I know who I am. I know my worth. I know my value. I have confidence in the direction that I'm going, and no toxic person is going to pull me off from that. If that's you, reach out today. Go to rawmotivations.com. Love to be able to help you. If you're on Instagram watching today, shoot me a DM that says break free. Like, I want to be able to help you win. But we need to stop this whole aspect of like, hey, no one can heal. I can't heal. He can't heal. Doesn't matter. What you need to understand, if there's not honesty, nothing will happen.